Hello everyone, this is Charlie with Designing Craft with CWD. Today I'm going to start the First Communion, actually, memory box. So I got this really nice little box, and I went and papered it inside already with some wedding paper that I had gotten in Michael's. Sometime or other. It has little dots, and I thought it was very sweet for a little girl. So that's what I'm going to do. And I may do something else inside, okay? But right now, I'm just going to concentrate on the outside. I'm going to go ahead and put this outside. This is a piece of felt, and then I'm going to bring it in a little bit, okay? But before I did that, what I did is, this is the lid. The problem with the lid, once you start working on it, it's not going to fit. So what I did, I cut 3 sizes, okay? And then I don't know if you can tell, I got 2 little dots in there. One right here, and the other one right here. With my puncher, I'm going to open up, okay? And I'm going to do that right now. Before I forget. I think I got it. Oh yeah, nice, nice. Because this is going to be, I'm going to, to put the hinges, I'm going to do something else. And here we go. So I got that already done, okay? Anyway, let's go ahead and wrap this up. And we'll cut it. And then like I said, I'm going to have about ½ an inch going in, give or take, okay? And let's see, I don't have the iron is not, I just turned it on, so it'll be just a second. But meanwhile, I want to show you what I did. Oops. Whoa, sticking on me everywhere. Hold it. All right. Let's see here. I did the book. I did the little small Bible. I didn't have a missal, so I have to go to the small Bible. So what I did, and of course, I already done a tutorial, but I never did finish it off. So I put one of my appliques that looked like a little crown, and then I made myself a little rosary. And I got a real pretty cross with some rhinestones, and I think it turned out really, really pretty. I haven't changed anything else. That was the only thing I done. And also, it had a black ribbon, and I pull it off. They're very easy to pull off, and then put a white satin ribbon, and then of course just put a little, little flower. It will look like a little tulip or something like that, and put a little pearl on either side. And I think it turned out really sweet, and that's just what I wanted. They're gonna hold it. You don't want a lot of stuff in there. And the other cross was way, way, way too big. I thought it was, and I really didn't want to do that. So I think it turned out beautiful and simple, but nice for the little girl, for her first communion, okay? So that's finished totally. And then I did the little pouch, or the little, purse that they usually wear to put the money on. And of course, then I got carried away. I add more stuff to it. I had this beautiful, which I do have in the store. I think I have maybe 3 or 4 left, but anyway, I put this one in here because it had some beautiful pearls, a little bit of the pink sequins in it, and a very, very light. I just thought it was gorgeous. And then of course I had to cut it here and there, and I put some in here, some in there. I just tried to make it fit. But I think it turned out really, really pretty. And then the only thing I did, I put a lot of pearls through here, okay? And that little pretty little, it's not a brooch, but anyway, the little piece of rhinestone that I think is just gorgeous. And then in here on the top, now the only thing I need to put in here is a pin, so they can pin it up in the dress or whatever. Because really, when I got done to it, it was not going to look right. So I just crisscross this in here, see? the little piece that I brought in, okay? And then I put some pearls, extra pearls and rhinestones, some more pearls in here. And then I had this real pretty lacy kind of rose that I have made. And then I thought, you know, it needs something else. So I put this pretty little pin. So this is the little pouch, you know, for their little money. And it is a little bit, you know, over the top. But the nice thing about this, you could make something like this for the bride also, the same direction. But I think it turned out really pretty. And like I said, I put a pin in here so they can pin it into their dress. And I want to have a really good sturdy pin. So I'm working on that, okay? But other than that, also it's finished and I'm really happy with it. So these are the two pieces that of course will be going in this box, okay? And now hopefully the glue gun is ready to go. But I thought I'd go ahead and start with the box, you know, because that's what's going to take a little more time for us, so. And, you know, May is around the corner. I'm going to be making also, when we get this done, well, I got some kits that I'm working on that actually is the card kits. And of course, I'm cutting them all and make sure everything fits and everything. So, but I'm going to be making a bride's book, I guess you can say a la Charlie, okay? It's going to be really nice, but it's going to be something that, you know, the bride will be, I'm thinking, very interesting of the things I'm going to, you know, put in there, okay? Alrighty, I'm going to put this here. You know, actually, I'm going to leave that in there because that's good. I'm going to do that, yes. And I hope you're doing well. As you can see, I've been busy with a little dollhouse. I got, I think it's about 4 more uploading on the kitchen. And, you know, some of you may decide, well, this is too much trouble. Let's go and buy the toys, the stuff from the store already made up. And it's just fine, okay? Everybody has to do their own thing. So, I'm just one of those that want to do it all. What can I say? Want to do it all. I'm going to come back in here and just kind of do this on the corners. Okay, like this. Actually, no, I'm going to cut it. I'm going to cut it because I'm going to bring some more in anyway, and I can do that. I've been busy today, ladies. I've been no mowing. I finally got me somebody to do the mowing, because that takes too much of my time. But I worked on my flower beds, and let me tell you, I pull weeds until I can feel muscles I didn't even know I had. It has been a day, but it makes you feel really good once it's done, so that's all I can say. And the flower beds is something that I don't let anybody do them. I like to do those myself, so call me a little control freak, okay? But that's just, that's just me. That is just me. See, by putting this little white felt in it, the nice thing about it is once we cover with the fabric, it's going to be fine. And that way, it covers up the box. Now, you can paint the box, because I don't know what kind of box you're going to use for this. Now, I will be happy to make a kit out of it, you know, if we have enough of you that wants one. But other than that, I figure you're going to be just fine without it. You know what I mean? You can do it, and that way you can do your own thing. Especially if you have a boy, you know, you can do it then for a boy. Because, you know, little boys also, whoops, do their first communion, so. Okay, and then here. Okay, let me get another piece of felt. I cleaned up my room. It looks good. It looks organized. I don't know how long it'll stay that way. But after doing all that construction on the dollhouse yesterday, I just cannot work. I'll work a little bit on chaos for a little bit, and then it's just like, I can't. So I got it all cleaned up, and I'm really happy with it. Okay, let's go back in here. And now we're gonna do this piece. And let's see. So I hope you're doing okay, and hope you had a wonderful Easter. Mine was kind of a little bit of quiet, but it was nice. And then my daughter came by from Lubbock. She had to go to Lubbock to see her little grandbaby, of course. And she took the stuff that I made for her, and I got to see the pictures, and they were so sweet. And then I had, of course, then she had to go, you know, she had a death in the family, but, you know, those are things you cannot be helped, so. Okay, I'm going to cut right in the piece right here, clip it on, so that will go inside nicely right there, okay? And it won't be super bulky. There we go. And now I can still come in here, and this will go right in this other side, okay? I can even think here what I'm doing today. Okay, there we go. Then I'll cut, you know, what I don't need out of there. Because I'm just doing right there. And I'm going to do the same thing here. I'll just come here and just do that. There we go. Make sure I get this little bit in here. Okay, there we go. Alrighty. And then I'm just gonna be just at the edge in here, just give it what I need. You can use any size box, you know, and like I say, you can put paper inside, you can put fabric, whatever it is that you want, it's fine. Okay. Okay. There we go. The glue is sticking on the scissors. Okay, let's see. And I'm gonna cut that piece right there. We don't need it, so it's fine. And the same thing in here. There we go. Okay. Do the same thing in here and just all the way around it. Just come in and glue it up. Okay, I'm gonna come back in here and And by the way, the book was one of the subscribers, lady, this you know, is making one for the wedding book, and she's the one that suggested it. And like I said, I'm open for suggestions, you know, and I'll make it functional, I promise. I like something that is functional. Like I said, there's a lot of things out there and they're beautiful, but you know, how many can you do and how many can you have? So I'm one of those that like functional stuff. Alrighty. And then I'm just gonna come here. It won't take long to get this room messed up again. You won't be, you know, you'd be surprised, but I usually, when I'm doing my tutorials, I sweep this room just about every time I'm finishing one, and it'll be, I'll start it clean, and it will be before by the time I get through, it's just stuff everywhere. But but I do clean it up every day, and sometimes more than once. Okay, then we're gonna do this one. I'm doing the edge first, so put a little edge in there, and then that way now I can do this and get it done. This is probably gonna be more than one video, and you know, I've been doing some shorter videos. It's so much easier for me to do those. I don't mind doing more than one video if you don't mind, because I can process them a little bit faster, and I still give you, you know, full tutorial. So like I said, I have a cam, but you know, and I got a nice one, but I still don't really happy with it. So I like my iPad. Okay. And by doing it wide, you know, you can just go ahead and you don't have to put felt if you don't want to. You can paint it, like I said, the box. You can put just any other fabric instead of felt. I just had it, and I thought, well, that'd be just as good as anything. So here we go, and I got the bottom done, okay? And we're gonna go ahead and put this beautiful fabric in there. Isn't it pretty? So I am going to do that. And I think what I'm going to do is, for right now, use the salvage to bring it in. That way you won't have a lot of, and I want to start I'll start here. Let's see. Okay, there we go. I want to finish it in a little bit the end. Okay, there we go. Yeah, okay. I'm using the salvage because, but I still want to get, you know, to where the felt is also. That way when I unravel, and you know, because some fabrics unravel more than others. And I don't like that, for that to do that. So, let's see, I'm gonna go in here and just bring it in. Alrighty. And I'm just gonna continue around. I don't think it's gonna be any problem, and that's what I want. There we go. I'm just gonna fold it in here on this corner, the fabric, so they will stay nicely in there. And then just glue the rest of it. This is the problem with when you do a box that has a lid, you know, that it's not just made for the box. I mean, like a wooden box, you'll be able to open it up back and forth, but a cardboard box is hard to do that. So by cutting the size of it, and like I said, I'm leaving this too because I'm gonna do the same thing in here, and then be able to put them together with a ribbon or something pretty, you know. And they'll be able to open it up and close it, but not, you know, without any problem. Okay, here we go. And we just like one more. Boy, it did pretty good. Okay, whoops. Now you don't have to do what I'm doing. I just get the fabric and then, and you know, start working on it. But you can measure it, and you can go ahead and you know, cut it and all that before you do, you know, whatever, you know, you feel like you need to do, you do. I'm just going to cut, except for a little bit. Okay. Because what I want to do, I want to turn it right at the corner, right here, see? And make it nice and neat, right there. And then I'm going to bring this in also. And I want to turn it and bring it in. There we go. I don't want to burn myself. Don't want to burn myself. No, 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 no. Okay, there we got it. Okay. Now I'm gonna cut it. Let's see, where are we? Here we are. I'm gonna leave it about another 1/2 inch or so to come in, and then just cut a square. Not right this minute, but you know, when I have it on, you know, we can do. I can do it, I guess, if you want to see it. But so that's what basically I'm gonna do. Do it. Make sure. And the last one. Okay. Alrighty. So what I'm going to do now is just basically just matter it a little bit and just keep on going, okay? So I'm gonna go in here first. Bring it in, see, this way. Let me go ahead and bring it in here a little bit. Just kind of give it a little bit of the, okay, and when you do this, when you bring it in this way, it automatically, you can do your little matter, you know, corner, see? Come back here, see, and let me get this out, hold on. Let me go ahead and turn this one, see, I turned it in there, but I had not turned it in here. Okay, now we turn it. What, neat. Okay, now come back in here, and there you go. Mainly so when you put the little square over it later, you know, if it shows a little bit, it shows that it's finished, okay? And I probably put some feet on this box also. I think it will look pretty. And that way, you know, they can display it anywhere they want to. It's just like a pretty little box. Okay, and this one here, I'm just gonna come back. So now we can bring it, both of them, see, and they both will be mattered, okay? And here we go. Now we got it. That looks really pretty. Okay, and done. And I'm gonna do the same thing now to the lid, and then our next video would be, you know, we'll start, you know, embellishing and whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna put this in the right here, and also in here. In this one, I'm bringing it straight to the corner, so I'm not going to fold it over or anything, because I'll have laces and stuff like that, so it'll be fine. This also will reinforce back here, you know, since it's a cardboard. It's very heavy. I mean, it's very, very strong, but still, you know, they will reinforce it too a little bit too. Okay. Whoops. And I think it's done. Okay, and I'm gonna put my fabric on top of it. I want to bring it out a little bit, and that way I can trim all this, you know, threads. This is a really pretty. I forgot where I got this. Honestly, I don't remember. I'm going to say though, Hobby Lobby, but I don't. Right this minute, I don't remember. No, Hobby Lobby. Excuse me, Joann's. Joann's. It is absolutely beautiful. And it's been a while, so I don't know if they have that. And make sure you get it right at the edge, really good, okay? And of course, then if you miss any places, you look at it and, you know, go over it and it will be fine. And here we got it. Like I said, I'm not gonna go over the, you know, turn over the fabric on the, well, come on the lid, and this. And I'm gonna get them out as I do them. I mean, let me know which way you rather have it, all one time or get them out. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this one out when I get it done, and then of course get the other one. But see how pretty that looks. And of course now we need to embellishing and do a lot of stuff, okay? And this is gonna fit right on it, which is really nice because it's gonna fit the box right as it should be. Now I'm gonna show you some of the things I'm gonna be, you know, using on this. This is a Venice trim. We do have this at the store and it's beautiful. We're gonna be using this. Of course, this beautiful little image of the little, you know, little girl with the, see, she's got her little pouch in there. And you can put them, I think mine was in my waistband, really. It all depends what you know. But anyway, this is gonna be our image on the front. And then we have another one. I think I'll pouch this one, but I'm gonna do it on fabric. I think it's softer. But this one's gonna be going in on something also. So you'll have, you know, 2 of them for anyone that needs some. Then I got this gorgeous, look at this. Isn't it beautiful? So color is old. It is just, oh my God. and it's, you know, both, I mean, the whole color. I got this. I got a pretty handkerchief. I have another beautiful handkerchief. I'm not sure which I'm going to use to wear, the bride or here, or maybe both. But it's, look at this. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's old. It really is old. So I'm going to use some of this, maybe a corner or something. This is another little, I think this might have been either a collar or maybe, you know, what do you call it? A cuff. But this one, I will tell you, is done by hand. And I know what it looks like when it's done by hand. You should not can tell either way, and this is the way this is done. It's absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful, beautiful. So I got 2 of those. And then, now remember, we have this one at the store, right? Which also when I do it, I probably put this one also in the wedding book, but there's some little threads that's keeping it together, right? Just clip it off, and then little by little clip it, you know, all the way around it. It's very easy to do. And this, ladies, is what you're going to get, this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous applique. And I liked it better. This is why I took it off. I just love it. And this is this. We do have this in the store, okay? As like I said, it's been sewn. I'll just pull it off. And with a little nipper, just go very careful. Took it all out. And I tell you, this is absolutely gorgeous. So I'm happier this way. So we're going to be doing this and a lot more stuff. So anyway, but this is some of the things I'm going to be using in this box. So until next time, stay well, stay crafty, and God bless you.